Replays, 3 in a row for Tilakaratne Dilshan, and I reckon they've hit the boundary rope within a yard of each other.
Getting his own back. He went for 6 fours in his over yesterday. Now he's picked up 3 consecutive boundaries. Identical shots, and may cause a fielding change, try and be a bit more defensive.
The experiment not working, opening the bowling with the off spinner, and they're paying the price. Wouldn't have wanted the start. The Comilla Victorians 13 thus far off the over, and still a ball remaining. Thought of a field change, but it's not going to happen. Still square leg back, still mid on back. They're going to look for him to bowl at the stumps, bowl at leg stump with this field, not give any width. There we go, that's what he should have been doing early on, but the damage has been done. Good start for the Chittagong Vikings. First over bowled, 13 for none.
এমন কেন তুমি কেন পারি না বলো তো তোমায় দেখলে নিজেকে সামলে রাখতে তোমায় দেখলে হার্টে পড়ে চাপ তোমার পরতে পরতে পা যতবারই তুমি ছুঁয়ে গেছো অসহায় দুটি ছোঁচ হাই ওহ নো শুধুই দিয়েছো চোট
এখন দরকার ফ্রেশনেস Blue Mouth Freshening Stripes or long-lasting mint flavor. নতুন Center Fresh দেবে magic of freshness প্রতি মুহূর্তে। Center Fresh, magic of freshness.
অধিকাংশ পুরুষের ক্ষেত্রেই ড্যান্ড্রাফ আক্রমণ করে বারবার। নতুন ক্লিয়ার অ্যাক্টিভেট করে আপনার স্ক্যাল্পের স্বাভাবিক সুরক্ষা স্তর আর আপনাকে রাখে ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ।
Clear Men, dandruff proof. I have nothing to hide.
রূপচর্চায় আভিজাত্য কাইন্দা বুক ফাটাস না রে বোন নে হকের ফাটাফাটি বিস্কুট বাদামের পুষ্টিগুণে ভরা
Krishma Santoki coming in with his left armers. Very, very good record, Krishma Santoki, in this form of the game. 20 over stuff. Left arm, medium pace. Very skillful with ball in hand. Bowls very good cutters. There we go. 134 wickets in just 78 games. Average of 14.53. Economy rate under 7. Was very, very good indeed.
Goodness. Got him a little bit too slow. Has gone through the shot already. He's come off the edge of the bat. How big is his edge? Talking about Santoki, talking to Ryan Tendescotta the other night, and he says he's very difficult to get away. He just bowls that nagging length. Good change of pace, subtle changes of pace. Very effective, as you said in his stats. 78 games and over 100 wickets.
He's got away with a few this over, hasn't he? Full toss on leg side, on leg stump I should say, and Tama Iqbal gets the leading edge, and that one down the leg side. It will be signal wide, but with fine leg up in the circle, he's flirting with plenty of danger. The Borishal Bulls have played one, and they're on 2 points, plus 0.65, so on run rate they head the table. Dhaka Dynamites, Chittagong Vikings and the Rangpur Riders all on 2, so plenty to play for, still early on. Keepers, that's the slower one, and still failing to get his radar right. Krishma Santoki. It's an opportunity here for the Chittagong Vikings, if they do win, to take the lead at the top of the table with 4 points. They would have played 3 games, so they would have played the most out of all the teams in this competition. Borishal looked very good yesterday. Kevin Cooper outstanding with ball in hand. 5 wickets for him. That's better. Full face of the bat. Trying to work it away on the leg side, but failing to find the gap.
Tama Iqbal very strong through the offside, to trying to bowl as straight as possible, targeting middle and leg. SI hit. That's his field set. There's a man on the leg side, and then protection in the covers. Body up on the offside, so going to bowl that straightest line. And he's overcompensating.
He's struggling here, Krishma Santoki. Cannot seem to get it right. You're right, Ed, that he's probably wary of Tama Iqbal and his ability to crash the ball through the offside. So doesn't want to give him any width whatsoever, but he is overcompensating, bowling 2 straight, and with Fine leg up in the circle, as I mentioned. He's very lucky to get away with what he has done thus far in the over. Now then, change in field. So third man will come up in the circle and long on will go back. There we go. He's got his line right here, and I'm sure it was another full toss. And Tamo Iqbal just doesn't know where it's going. Sometimes these are the most perplexing times as a batsman because you don't know what's going to come next. You don't know where he's bowling.
Exactly what I said to you earlier. He just bowls this different pace, if that's the right word. Just cannot get into a groove as a batsman to put him away. You feel like he's let the team down a little bit with those wides and those extra deliveries now, which sometimes become a bit expensive for the over. Look at that. Absolutely difficult to get away.
It's been a rather bizarre over. That no runs off the bat, 3 wides. The ball has gone from a yard down the leg side to a foot outside the off stump. Ranmore Martinez from Sri Lanka is one of the officials standing in today's game. There's another little cutter, and again not able to do much with it. Tamo Iqbal.
দেখতে দেখতে 7টা বছর পার হয়ে গেল, তাই না?
মনে আছে তাহলে?
হ্যাঁ।
আমার বেলি ফুলটা কই? এটা কি?
যা অনেকদিন তোমাকে দিতে পারিনি।
এমন মুহূর্তগুলো এখন খুশির সীমা ছাড়াবে স্বর্ণের ছোঁয়ায়। রবির 39 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। রবি।
কান্দা বুক ফাটাস না রে বোন, নে হকের ফাটাফাটি বিস্কুট, বাদামের পুষ্টিগুণে ভরা ফাটাফাটি বিস্কুট। হকের ফাটাফাটি বিস্কুট শুধু নামে নয়, খাইতেও ফাটাফাটি। একটি হক পণ্য।
আগে ঘটনাটা শোন। ধ্যাত, ব্যালেন্স শেষ।
চায়ে চুমুক দে, ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে।
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্টের 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। যা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর, যা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
Yeah, you're always happy to take a gamble as coach and captain, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They decided to open with the off spinner instead of the captain himself. Hasn't worked, so straight away makes the change. Just think the way Dilshan got out yesterday, trying to pull one, hurried him, that maybe they would have opened with a seamer and just test him in that area again. It's always good to remind a batsman where his fallibilities are, and very next day, especially in a tournament like this, to just let him know that you have been watching, the statistician has been capturing, and just to test him in that area. But they went with the off spin, and I just think that allowed him to free his arms and sort of get set in this particular innings. Time will tell. Yeah, he's in full flow as Tilakaratne Dilshan. 3 through the offside off the spinner in the first over, and this one too straight from Mushrafi Mortaza and flicks it away through the leg side.
He's not going to miss out like he did yesterday. It's a full delivery, angled onto the leg stump, no protection out there. All you have to do is just wait a little bit longer in case stay as balanced as possible and hits it square of the wicket for 4.
Fine leg back, square leg up in the circle, so plenty of open spaces out there on the leg side. Still no field change. Third man, fine leg back for Mushrafi Mortaza. There he goes again. He's not wasting time, Tilakaratne Dilshan. He's taking it to these bowlers from the Comilla Victorians and doing it easy at the moment.
Worrying signs for the Comilla Victorians. 20 off 6. Dilshan, slower deliveries, just had to wait for it. He gets a good chunk of it, this time straight down the onside. Wonderful looking shot. They've got to come up with a plan. Look like at the moment like they're all over the place. Lots of chats going around, lots of changes. Third man has come into the circle now.
Yeah, third man in, that means square leg back. Fine leg will still say back. some sanity prevails. Just a little tuck round the leg side and they'll get through for a single. Now, this pitch is a little on the dry side. Yesterday there was a lot more grass and had the feeling that there was a bit of moisture in it, but this one looks very dry indeed. And we talked about maybe the ball gripping a little bit and sticking in it as the game wears on. This is Santoki bowling, and you'll see off his last delivery just seems to stick in the wicket. There's one, there's evidence of that, the slower ball, and there you see that was the last ball that just jumped a bit and just held up in the pitch a bit. And maybe that'll be the way that a lot of the seamers go, is to bowl a lot of slower balls and get it to grip into the wicket, and that's the way they can control the scoring. Well played, lovely touch from Tamim Iqbal. Too wide from Mashrafi Mortaza, especially when your third man is up in the circle. But you have to give the batsman credit on this occasion as well. Waited for it beautifully and placed it to perfection.
Yeah, we've seen some big shots, some aggressive play by Dilshan. This time, knows he plays against Mashrafi, plays together. Going to go for the off cutter, so he's going to play it as late as possible. Yes, third man's in the circle, but if I play it fine enough, I pick up 4.
They're under the pump here for Comilla Victorians, big time. 13 off this over from the captain, Mashrafi Mortaza. Still 2 balls remaining, 29 for none. Dilshan 21 off 7. Tamim Iqbal 5 off 9.
Looks to play his favourite shot through the covers. He feels as if he's missed out there. He's got to hit it either side of that man and it picks up 4. Outfield is unforgiving, just like the wicket. Got a pressure on this man, the captain. Likes to lead from the front. Victorians were all out of sorts against the Dhaka Dynamites. Even though they pushed them to the last over, 111 wasn't quite enough. Slower delivery, but there is protection out there.
Sprite, সেরকম clear, সেরকম fresh.
আজ নয় কাল নয়, বেঁচে থাকো আজীবন, বেঁচে থাকো তুমি, বেঁচে থাকো ঝুনঝুনি, বেঁচে থাকো সোনামণি।
সবার সাথে আজীবন 1 পয়সা প্রতি সেকেন্ড। এবার তোমার ফোন বেঁচে থাকবে আজীবন। এয়ারটেল, দেশের সেরা স্মার্টফোন নেটওয়ার্ক।
Let's go twist.
Bombay Sweets এর মিস্টার টুইস্ট টমেটো ও পাপরিকা ফ্লেভারে দারুণ টেস্টি পটেটো স্ন্যাক্স।
ভাগ্যিস মিস্টার টুইস্ট ছিল।
মিস্টার টুইস্ট দারুণ টুইস্টার।
কোয়ালিটি মানে বোম্বে সুইটস।
নিজেদের পোশাক নাই
মানে চল দেখা প্রিয় ভাইরা, নিজের দেশের নিজের পোশাক পরে এগিয়ে চলুন জোরসে। আমার হচ্ছে লুঙ্গি, রপ্তানিতে শীর্ষে বিশ্বমানের লুঙ্গি।
Wickets. Really experienced, and he is a genuine partnership breaker, a genuine wicket taker, no doubt about that. Plenty of experience, 165 games, and a Conim rate of under 6 to the over, best of 5 for 19, best of the best.
Big shot, man's up in the circle, it's 6 runs, half a dozen. Mashrafi Mortaza and his troops are under the pump, so they bring back, or they bring in a wicket taker. Saw the stats the previous over, he does pick up wickets, and so his hands have been forced to bring him on, and he's been met with a big shot.
Treated with absolute disdain by Tamim Iqbal, uses the feet and carts him over mid-on. Saw from the off-spinner Limon in the first over, there wasn't a lot of purchase. You probably wouldn't expect that with a very new ball. But Sunil Narayan is able to turn it on anything, and just those first few deliveries showing that there's not much turn there either for Sunil Narayan. Now then, he's got to get it right. Dilshan's on a mission. Got to make sure that he's got his field spot on, but more importantly, he's clear on how he wants to attack Dilshan, where he wants to bowl. There's the one he rolls the fingers over, so it's like the leg cutter. And picked by Tilakaratne Dilshan. Good length, good thinking.
Crowd filling in slowly. Crowds have been good. Sweep shot, protection. Been pretty good in the first 2 days. Come out and they supported their teams. Nice weather here. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect. You can sit in the sun and still feel comfortable. Watch some very good cricket. We saw some excellent matches yesterday and we're expecting another one here. That'll be the end.
কোনো ঝামেলা করেনি?
ও বাবা, তুমি ঝামেলা করবে কেন? তুমি কোনো চিন্তা করো না তো।
এখনো ঠিকঠাক বৌমা?
আপনার অযথা টেনশন বাবা, 100 বছরও কিচ্ছু হবে না।
তুমি তো ঘরদোর পরিষ্কার করো, তুমি ঠিকঠাক জানবা।
আপনি বড় বেশি ত্যাক্ত করেন, বিশ্বাস না হলে নিজের দেয়ালের ভিতর ঢুকে দেখেন না। আপনার তো সব জায়গায় এন্ট্রি ফ্রি।
A1 থ্রেড পাইপ ব্রিটিশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ড অনুযায়ী সঠিক পুরুত্ব, তাই দেয়ালের ভেতরে চাপে ফাটে না আর গরম বা ঠান্ডা পানিতে সংকোচন বা প্রসারণ হয় না। কম্পিউটারাইজড সিএনসি মেশিনে সঠিক থ্রেড নিশ্চিত করে 100 বছরের গ্যারান্টি। A1 থ্রেড পাইপ, লাইফ যাবে, পাইপ যাবে না।
ভাই গানি কই?
আরে এইটা নামে দিছি আমরা গানি। বাজারে গানির নামে যেই তেল খান এইটাই সেইটা।
তো চারিদিকে নোংরা আর তেল তো কালো কেন ভাই?
কালো হইলেই তো গানি গানি মনে হয়।
ঘানি ভাঙা তেলের মিথ্যা আশ্বাস নয়, সর্বাধুনিক স্বয়ংক্রিয় মেশিনে সেরা দানা থেকে প্রস্তুত রাধুনী খাঁটি সরিষার তেল, সেরা দানার সেরা তেল।
শুনছো?
Kishmar Santoki going to continue. Bowled his first over. Didn't really get dispatched off the willer, but just found a few problems with his radar. Bowled a few down the leg side, conceded a few wides. But definitely will like this surface. This suits his style of bowling, type of bowling, more than anybody else, you'd have to say. Change of end as well, and maybe he went to the captain after that first over and said, listen, captain, this end not suiting me, just can't get it right. Can I change to the other end? Maybe I'll be able to get it right from there, feel more comfortable from that end. And he's got his wishes and is able to bowl his second over now.
Closer look at the surface where the batsmen are standing. There's a bit of abrasion there. Not too much. What actually happens in the hitting zone, the landing zone for the bowlers and the batsmen. Sprays onto leg stump. Great damage done. As you say, it will suit him. Images that Dilshan is talking about, how he keeps changing his pace. Do you play any instruments, Alistair?
Why are you laughing? You think I'm not skilled? I used to play the piano when I was younger. He's got that away, but his protection out there. So he's got his feel spot on at the moment as Mashrafi Mortaza.
You don't strike me as a violin man.
Electric guitar. Rock and roll.
Hey, rock and roll. I hear you always murmuring in the commentary box. A little bit of Bob Marley. A bit of that. A little bit of a jig in the back of the commentary box.
Always been a bit partial to a few reggae sounds. He's wearing Simo's glasses. Oh, there we go. There's the first piece of improvisation from Tilakaratne Dilshan. And there's the, I wouldn't call it the reverse sweep, but it's the switch hit. He's jumped around, changed the hands, and then decided to try and be an inventive stroke through the offside. Hits it to the fielder. So a lot of risk for not a lot of result on that occasion.
Singles, 2 dot balls. Get over to this point. Can he hold his nerve? 1 ball to go. Down the ground. Will it beat the man coming round? Will doesn't get all of it, doesn't get the timing. Toe end of the bat and only picks up 1.
Sorry.
গানে গানে কাছে আসার দুর্দান্ত মুহূর্ত তৈরি করতে ক্লোজ আপ দিচ্ছে প্রতিটি 145 গ্রাম মেন্থল ফ্রেশের সাথে একটি আকর্ষণীয় ইয়ারফোন ফ্রি।
A triple action formula নিশ্চিত করে perfect strength, immunity, our intelligence. Fresh full cream milk powder. বাচ্চারা জিতলে জিতে যায় না।
শুনছো এটা কিনি? হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা এটা আমার।
সব সময় শুধু আরে ভাই গার্ড দিয়ে সুরক্ষিত শেভ করুন আর যা ইচ্ছে বলুন।
তোমায় দারুণ লাগছে।
আর তোমাকেও।
জিলেট গার্ডের একটা ব্লেড দেয় 7টা শেভ অবধি।
Yeah, what's important now is that Saeed, he needs to support. Okay, and what Sol Narayan have done. Azza, Saeed, Victorians, it's important now because we saw those building blocks there were very expensive, and then there were some quiet overs there. Them need to put raid on these 2 attacking players, and because they're attacking, once you dry up the runs, their wicket opportunity does present itself. Look for one that isn't quite there. So bowling in partnerships.
This is the last over of the fielding restrictions of the power play. It'll be interesting to see how they go about it. Do they try and take it on or just milk it? Very good start by Zaidi. This just the 2 from the first 3 balls that he has bowled. Seems to be bowling at a good pace for this particular surface. Has got that delayed action, so able to see when the batsmen are looking to advance or looking to play big shots, and so far has been able to adjust. That's for full toss. Trying to go for the block hole, trying to bowl a quick one in at the toes of Tilakaratne Dilshan. Misses his length, and he slices it away for another boundary.
Didn't hit it there. Looked to try and hit it through the covers. Just dropped him in at the last moment, and the batter skewed in his hand, has gone behind square on the offside to pick up a boundary. He smashed it through the covers. Getting some good timing from him on that occasion. Not too much, but still picks up a boundary. Use of the feet. Huge shot. 6 runs.
Lovely strike by Tilakaratne Dilshan. He's been good all afternoon here. The first few overs, he's taken the attack to the bowling and invariably has managed to find the middle of the bat. That has gone a long, long way. Using his feet, got to the pitch of the ball and followed through nicely to hit it way up and over mid-on. He knew straight away, and so did the wicketkeeper. There, the head's down. I've got enough of that.
Talking about bowling in partnerships and supporting each other out and more, bowling dot balls and trying to build some pressure. The pressure's off. It's already 12 runs off this over. Doesn't want to go for another boundary. Needs to get a dot ball, but use of the feet again. Straight to the man. Dot ball. The end.
আচ্ছা, তুই কি সারা জীবন আমাকে টলারেট করতে পারবি?
পারবো মনে হয়। ওয়েট, তুই কি আমাকে প্রপোজ করতেছিস?
হ্যাঁ।
আংটি টাংটি কিছু আছে সাথে? প্রপোজ করলে ঠিক মতো কর নে।
এমন মুহূর্ত মুহূর্তগুলো এখন খুশির সীমা ছাড়াবে স্বর্ণের ছোঁয়ায়। রবির 39 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। রবি।
Let's go twist.
বম্বে সুইটস এর মিস্টার টুইস্ট টমেটো ও পাপরিকা ফ্লেভারে দারুণ টেস্টি পটেটো স্ন্যাক্স।
ভাগ্যিস মিস্টার টুইস্ট ছিল।
মিস্টার টুইস্ট দারুণ টুইস্টার।
কোয়ালিটি মানে বোম্বে সুইটস।
ব্যালেন্স শেষ, চায়ে চুমুক দে ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে।
At this point, these two batters will know what is a good total. And so it's out there, and they'll be communicating with the rest of the team what the surface is playing like and where they need to bowl and what they can defend. Now about actually getting to that target. Quick single. Good running as well in. Maybe a direct hit would have seen a bit of decision by the fielder, and the batsman beats him, gets the outside edge. Yeah, maybe a direct hit.
He was out of the blocks quickly, was Tilakirani Dilshan. Wanted the strike, and yeah, I think he would have made it actually. Very well judged. Maybe could have been a little quicker in the field. Got that ball in a little bit more swiftly, but was in their company. Probably would have made it by half a yard or so. The field is allowed out now, so only 4 required to be in the circle. The rest can be patrolling the boundary, and this is where they need to try and keep rotating the strike and find the odd boundary, but not let the run rate wane too much and leave themselves too much to do at the end. Still playing the big shot, still taking it on is Tamim Iqbal. In the last over it was Tilakirani Dilshan. On this occasion, Tamim Iqbal advancing down the wicket and depositing it over the long on boundary. Terrific stroke.
Picked up 2 singles before this, and he's just waited for an opportunity to score. He's seen it, good use of the feet, gets right to the pitch of it, hits it over straight long on. Wonderful shot, wonderful connection, and a poor catch.
Lovely free flow of the bat, tossed up, and he was down the wicket in a flash. As soon as he got to it, he was always going to have a more than average chance of getting it up and over, and that looks like Ed's Rainsford's catching of yesteryear.
No. Keep the hands close to the chest, eyes on the ball. That occasion, hands away from the ball, head way away from the ball as well. Nice to grab a few.
Just be the single. So they're continuing on their merry way.
সাত বছর পর একসাথে আড্ডা, ভাবতেই
বন্ধুরা সেলফি তোলার জন্য রেডি হও। কিরে কি হলো? ব্যাটারি ডাউন, পানি দিতে ভুলে গেছিলাম।
মানে কি? পুরো ট্রিপটাই মাটি করে দিলি।
ব্যাটারির এই ঝামেলা চান না যারা, তাদের জন্য সিল মেইনটেনেন্স ফ্রি গ্লো ব্যাগ, যা দীর্ঘস্থায়ী এবং এতে পানি দিতে হয় না কখনোই।
গ্লো ব্যাগ, দ্য ড্রাইভ উইদিন।
Seven Up এর রিফ্রেশিং ফ্লেভারে মন বলে I feel up.
Well, that's interesting. That's up in there. Chance of a catch here. Fielder coming underneath that one. He's got it. Well, the first strike, very, very crucial. They needed a wicket very badly, the Comilla Victorians, and they've got it. As I welcome Pat Simcox into the comm box. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. It's a big one too. Dilshan, he's been on fire this morning, and the first wicket. It's a little bit drier this pitch, maybe just a touch slower, but he got a top edge, and never an easy catch. He takes it nice and high, and wicket 1. And they needed that to get in the game, really. And you can see how disappointed he is with himself. He had it all set up. So he leaves off at 63 for 1.
ব্যালেন্স শেষ চায়ে চুমুক দে ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্টের 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। চা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর, চা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
The first wicket has gone down for the Chittagong Vikings, and Amul Haq is the new batter in. A very, very capable batsman. While the catch was being taken, the batsman changed ends. That's why Comilla Victorians is on strike. Have a look at that reverse sweep attempted by Tilakaratne Dilshan. We'll have a look at that wicket in a second. A more circumspect Comilla Victorians. Reverse attempted. Dilshan was going great guns, rate of knots, but just maybe getting a top edge to that one. It was in the air for a while. Well judged by Imrul Qais. Took it over his head, Aussie style, and it's paid off. Good. The sun was in his eyes too. The factor that's to be taken into consideration. He was very disappointed. This over is just pulling the game back a little bit for the Comilla Victorians. 53rd match for Amul Haq. Good strike rate. Best of 105. Century in T20 Pat. Exceptional performances. Kept a shade low, and that ends a successful over. Then of that, 8 done.
তুমি ছাড়া ভাবনা গুলো শূন্য আলোয় একলা বড় সীমার মাঝে অসীম তুমি
এলোকিয়া সুপার বিউটি সোপ নতুন রূপে নতুন সৌরভে ভিটামিন ই সমন্বয়ে শুধুমাত্র তোমারই যত্নে, কারণ তুমি স্পেশাল।
শীতকাল 25% পর্যন্ত কোমলতা কেড়ে নিয়ে ত্বককে রুক্ষ করে দেয়, তাই যে কোনো আঁচড়েই হয়ে যায় দাগ। ভ্যাসলিন ডিপ রিস্টোর মাইক্রো ড্রপলেটের সাথে রুক্ষ ত্বককে ময়শ্চারাইজ করার মাধ্যমে সুস্থ করে। আজই স্ক্র্যাচ টেস্ট করে দেখো। এই হলো ভ্যাসলিনের ত্বক সুস্থ করার শক্তি।
ব্যালেন্স শেষ চায়ে চুমুক দে ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে।
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্টের 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। চা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর, চা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
মচমচে মশলাদার কুরকুরে যা মাতিয়ে তোলে ফ্যামিলি টি টাইম।
মশলায় মাতামাতি, ফুর্তি ফাটাফাটি।
আজ নয় কাল নয়, বেঁচে থাকো আজীবন।
Right, here we go.
Whips that away, just closing the face of the bat on it. More intention was possibly a little forward of the wicket, going straight to hand. Just a single, the result.
Watched Hayder the other night bowling. I thought he was very impressive. I liked the way he bustled in. I liked his action. He bowled some good pace. But he's going to have his work cut out here. The pitch is a little bit slower. Got to hit the right area right away. Fortunately, he's got one of the men that just walked in, so Animal is really not settled. Got off the mark quite yet. But Time Iqbal's looked the part this morning. Really just sat back and watched the correct Dilshan get on with it. He just nerdled around.
The wicket, he's not afraid to use his feet early on in the innings. Amul Haq opens his account with a single.
Again, a lovely crowd in. It's early morning or early afternoon, and it builds throughout the day as we go along. They're sitting right in the sun. It's a tough ask, but such is the spirit and emotion for the cricket in Bangladesh, is that they come out every day, love their cricket. They're really loving this Channel 9 telecast. It's going around the world.
Best of luck, Bijoy. That's Anamul Haq's nickname. There, it's emblazoned in the back of his jersey. He wants to prove his worth. Actually, I think he'll feel personally a little bit disappointed with what he's produced in the recent past. A lovely ground this is, the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur, just on the outskirts of Dhaka. Capacity of about 27,000 seating. Wouldn't be surprised if the latter stages they pack in a little more. Striving for the Yorker there, almost went awry. Tamim Iqbal will feel that he missed out on that one.
He misses that, he's gone. That's hitting middle and leg. Lovely seam shape and high action. Really impressed with this bowler, to be honest.
Oh, inside part of the bat. So he's struggling. Quick run taken. A direct throw may have been interesting. Thinking of an overthrow. Recovers quickly, the fielder.
I reckon if it hit, he may have been gone. That would have been a massive blow. Set off quickly. Oh, it was touch and go, touch and go. Let's have a look. He's pretty quick, he's Tamim. Oh, well. He may have felt he would have got in. But it's such a high risk.
Down the wicket. Did the bowler see him coming? Because he definitely pitched the ball shorter than he did in the previous deliveries, and ensured that the batsman couldn't free his arms and get underneath that ball. Anamul Haq so early in the innings, not taking a bit of time to have a look around, just gauge the nature of the wicket. This straight away, using his feet, virtually every delivery, dancing down the wicket. Bit of nerves, Pat? The reason for that?
No, not at all.
Not at all, he says. Stroked away nicely, but stopped there in the covers. A single, dot ball rather.
দেখতে দেখতে 7টা বছর পার হয়ে গেল, তাই না?
মনে আছে তাহলে?
হ্যাঁ।
আমার বেলি ফুলটা কই?
যা অনেকদিন তোমাকে দিতে পারিনি।
এমন মুহূর্তগুলো এখন খুশির সীমা ছাড়াবে স্বর্ণের ছোঁয়ায়। রবির 39 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। রবি।
এমন কেন তুমি? কেন পারি না বলো তো? তোমায় দেখলে নিজেকে সামলে রাখতে, তোমায় দেখলে হার্টে পড়ে চাপ, তোমার পরতে পরতে পা, যতবারই তুমি ছুঁয়ে গেছো অসহায় দুটি ঠোঁট।
হাই।
ও নো, শুধুই দিয়েছো চোট।
এখন দরকার ফ্রেশনেস। ব্লু মাউথ ফ্রেশনিং স্ট্রাইপস ও লং লাস্টিং মিন্ট ফ্লেভার। নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রেশ দেবে ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস প্রতি মুহূর্তে। সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, ম্যাজিক অফ ফ্রেশনেস।
আজ নয় কাল নয়, বেঁচে থাকো আজীবন, বেঁচে থাকো তুমি, বেঁচে থাকো ঝুনঝুনি, বেঁচে থাকো সোনামণি।
সবার সাথে আজীবন 1 পয়সা প্রতি সেকেন্ড। এবার তোমার ফোন বেঁচে থাকবে আজীবন। এয়ারটেল, দেশের সেরা স্মার্টফোন নেটওয়ার্ক।
যেরকম ক্লিয়ার সেরকম ফ্রেশ। রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। বিএফএল অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
আগে ঘটনাটা শোন। ধ্যাত, ব্যালেন্স শেষ।
চায়ে চুমুক দে, ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে।
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্টের 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। যা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর, যা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
ব্যাটারির এই ঝামেলা চান না যারা, তাদের জন্য সিল মেইনটেনেন্স ফ্রি গ্লো ব্যাগ, যা দীর্ঘস্থায়ী এবং এতে পানি দিতে হয় না কখনোই।
গ্লো ব্যাগ, দ্য ড্রাইভ উইদিন।
এখন থেকে রঙিন কাপড় হোক নতুনের মতো নতুন, আর সাদা হয়ে উঠুক দ্বিগুণেরও বেশি সাদা, কারণ সাদার নতুন নাম
ফাস্ট ওয়াশ ডিটারজেন্ট পাউডার।
রেশমি রেশমি
দুনিয়া দেখবে যখন সিল্ক দিয়ে সাজবে জীবন।
নে অবস্থা দেখ, এর জন্য সাবান নয়, চাই ম্যাগনেট অ্যাকশন ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি মেন ফেস ওয়াশ, যার ম্যাগনেট অ্যাকশন ত্বকে জমে থাকা তেল ও ধুলোবালি টেনে বের করে আর আপনাকে দেয় ফ্রেশ ইনস্ট্যান্ট ব্রাইট লুক। ফেয়ার এন্ড লাভলি মেন ফেস ওয়াশ।
আমি জানি আমি জিতলে জিতে যাও তুমি।
মাকে যারা জিতিয়ে দিতে চায় তাদের জিতিয়ে দেয় ফ্রেশ মিল্ক। এর নতুন ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে পারফেক্ট স্ট্রেংথ, ইমিউনিটি আর ইন্টেলিজেন্স। ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার।
Love you, Ma.
Mr. Cookie, ভালোবাসা বাংলার ঘরে ঘরে।
Big. That's a poor delivery and just put away. It was a half tracker, really slow and low, and it hit me all over it. It was a buffet ball, actually. It was, you help yourself to that.
Indeed it was, yeah. Couldn't be easier. Rank long hop, as they call it. It is. Well, I'll take that. Thank you very much for the gift. Knocks it away. No problems at all. And Amul Haq in a frame of mind, which may be a little surprising early in the innings, but he seems to have got into his groove. He seems to be on the lookout for a run straight away and mixes it well with that little roll of the wrist for a single.
I think he's got it right. I think you've got to attack early on. Yeah, spinners, as the ball gets older, will come into their own a little bit. Could be tougher down the line when it starts reversing possibly. But a lot of pressure on the Victorians here, and they've played one and lost one, so they've really got to get themselves on the board. Comilla Victorians joined in the fun, and he's smacked this thing miles. He's come down the wicket, just a little shimmy to get in line, opened himself up, and middled it.
Did he middle it? Look at the crowd, they're really enjoying this exhibition of batting from Comilla Victorians, getting underneath that one, waited a little bit, let it come on to him, and then swung it away. Big hoik over the top for the maximum. There he goes.
Well, he's gone again.
He's got a straight to go hand off the fielder there, and that is the end of a scintillating innings. He was maybe getting a little carried away, put the last one away for 6 runs, but this one trying to go over the top of long off and holding out.
That's a big wicket. Comilla Victorians got in the form of his life at the moment, and he's given it away. He's really given it away. They've got 10 off, 11 off the over already. There was no need to hold out at deep mid-off. 3 poor deliveries in the over, and then he's just run down and smacked it straight down mid-off's throat. And that's a big, big wicket. 30.
কিছু বদলে গেছে।
Check it out.
এখন লাক্সে আছে অনন্য ফ্রেঞ্চ রোজের বেস্ট এভার লাক্স পারফিউম। দেখলে নতুন লাক্স পারফিউমের আবেশ। বেস্ট এভার পারফিউম, নতুন লাক্স।
Let's go twist.
বম্বে সুইটসের মিস্টার টুইস্ট টমেটো ও পাপরিকা ফ্লেভারে দারুণ টেস্টি পোটাটো স্ন্যাক্স।
ভাগ্যিস মিস্টার টুইস্ট ছিল।
মিস্টার টুইস্ট, দারুণ টুইস্টার।
কোয়ালিটি মানে বোম্বে সুইটস।
শুনছো এটা কিনি? হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা এটা আমার।
সব সময় শুধু আরে ভাই গার্ড দিয়ে সুরক্ষিত শেভ করুন আর যা ইচ্ছে বলুন।
তোমায় দারুণ লাগছে।
আর তোমাকেও।
জিলেট গার্ডের একটা
ball gone. Tilakaratna, Dilshan gone. They've got to really regroup. And Amal Haq has looked well for his 7 of 6 balls. But obviously with the fall of the wickets, it's got to be a new start.
ভাই একটু সোজান ভাই।
Now Zaidi has been a bit of a mixed over, as Pat was saying. Rank long hop, one got tonked over the top, but then Tamim Iqbal got carried away and he got the wicket. Over completed after.
ভাই ঘানি কই? আরে এইটা নামে দিছি আমরা গানি। বাজারে গানির নামে যেই তেল খান, এইটাই সেইটা। তো চারিদিকে নোংরা আর তেল তো কালো কেন ভাই? কালো হইলি তো গানি গানি মনে হয়।
ঘানি ভাঙা তেলের মিথ্যা আশ্বাস নয়, সর্বাধুনিক স্বয়ংক্রিয় মেশিনে সেরা দানা থেকে প্রস্তুত রাধুনী খাঁটি সরিষার তেল, সেরা দানার সেরা তেল।
এটা নিয়ে জামা।
রূপালী মায়ায় অটুট থাকুক খাবারের স্বাদ আর গন্ধ। বিএফএল অ্যালুমিনিয়াম ফয়েল।
শুনছো এটা কিনি? হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা এটা আমার।
সব সময় শুধু আরে ভাই গার্ড দিয়ে সুরক্ষিত শেভ করুন আর যা ইচ্ছে বলুন।
তোমায় দারুণ লাগছে।
আর তোমাকেও।
জিলেট গার্ডের একটা ব্লেড দেয় 7টা শেভ অবধি।
এই তো সময় এসো ফিরে।
Whips it away and into the deep only for a single.
I'm disappointed with Tamim there. He's such a good player. He's such a good reader of the game, and leading from the front, he's done it all so well. And he himself will be disappointed because he had it all tied up. He's got himself in so nicely. The bowling is nothing in the pitch. Ball's not turning. It's all set up for a big innings. Given it away. Not sure his coach will be too happy with that. It's the responsibility that kind of shot takes all 15 runs off the end. In a change of bowling, the other end, straight away that he got out. Oh, half a chance gone down the way. So Tamim will be sitting in that change room and hoping that someone now picks up the ball and carries on. Nothing like someone who's set there on 30 odd, seeing the ball well, and is able to just pick the game up. You walk in, ball one, you've got to take over and carry on. It's never easy. First couple of overs, you're having a look, knock it around. Almost 2 new men at the crease now.
Oh, that check backed into the batter and just had stood his ground. He's not sure of the length the ball was coming at him. Initial movement was trying to go forward and had to scurry back. Was caught in a sort of a half-cock situation. Could be dangerous.
So at the halfway stage, 81 it was. Double that if you can.
Intelligently at the other end, because the batsman coming into the danger end seemed to have got to his ground. Imrul Qais realized that fact and tried to throw it at the bowler's end. Almost worked.
He was gone. See, having a look around, he stuttered just a little bit and then realized, oopsie, he's throwing it at my end. And he didn't run straight, he didn't run a straight line, ran across the stumps. See where he finishes, and eventually he would have been well short. But you've got to blame the bowler there. The bowler's got to get back, catch the ball. Bowl him! Oh my goodness! The Victorians are back in the game for sure.
The crowd erupts, hands on head, for the supporters of the Chittagong Vikings. Unnecessary. They seem to be building pressure on themselves. That risky run taken and then completely across the line. And you can trust Mashrafi Mortuza to dish out the goods. He had that perfect length. It clipped the bails on its way, and it's a big strike. It's 84 for the loss of 3 wickets.
আচ্ছা, তুই কি সারা জীবন আমাকে টলারেট করতে পারবি?
পারবো মনে হয়। ওয়েট, তুই কি আমাকে প্রপোজ করতেছিস?
হ্যাঁ।
আংটি টাংটি কিছু আছে সাথে? প্রপোজ করলে ঠিক মতো কর নে।
এমন মুহূর্তগুলো এখন খুশির সীমা ছাড়াবে স্বর্ণের ছোঁয়ায়। রবির 39 টাকার গোল্ডেন রিচার্জ অফারে প্রতিদিন প্রতি ঘন্টায় প্রথম 2 জন রিচার্জকারী পাচ্ছেন নিশ্চিত গোল্ড কয়েন। রবি।
Got the tail up, Mashrafi. Oh, strikes it, harvest top. That could have deflected onto the wickets. Quick run taken once again. They seem very nervy at the moment. 2 wickets. The cat is amongst the pigeons. End of that over. It's 85 for 3.
চায়ে চুমুক দে, ব্যালেন্স চলে আসবে।
এখন ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর বেস্টের 400 গ্রাম প্যাকে 10 থেকে 50 টাকা পর্যন্ত মোবাইল রিচার্জ ফ্রি। এছাড়া 200 গ্রামের প্রতি প্যাকে 5 টাকা ছাড়। চা মানে লাইফটা ভরপুর। চা মানে ইস্পাহানি মির্জাপুর।
Vengeance, the Comilla Victorians. Have a look at the wicket.
And there was the slower ball. That's what was the undoing of him. Played it far too early. He was well disguised. Slightly short, just cut away. But it's come at a good time.
Realize. It's going to fall short.
Strategy now is they've lost 2 wickets, but they can't just sit back and say, well, we're going to rebuild. Yeah, they've got to go hard. Last ball of the 12th over. Pick up an easy single.
বেঁচে থাকো আজীবন, বেঁচে থাকো টুনটুনি, বেঁচে থাকো ঝুনঝুনি, বেঁচে থাকো সোনামণি।
সবার সাথে আজীবন 1 পয়সা প্রতি সেকেন্ড। এবার তোমার ফোন বেঁচে থাকবে আজীবন। এয়ারটেল, দেশের সেরা স্মার্টফোন নেটওয়ার্ক।
এই তো সময়, এসো ফিরে, রাখো ফিরে। এই তো সময়, ফোটাও হাসি, রাখো খুশি।
অধিকাংশ পুরুষের ক্ষেত্রেই ড্যান্ড্রফ আক্রমণ করে বারবার। নতুন ক্লিয়ার অ্যাক্টিভেট করে আপনার স্ক্যাল্পের স্বাভাবিক সুরক্ষা স্তর আর আপনাকে রাখে ড্যান্ড্রফ প্রুফ।
Clear men, dandruff proof. I have nothing.
Mashrafi Mortuza has got his tail up. He had a wicket in the last over. Almost had a run out of his bowling. Such a fighter. need to settle your nerves. Anamul has used his feet well. But now, he must be telling himself, okay, I've got a new partner, Yasir Ali. Got lost 3 wickets. Maybe a little look before you start taking the attack to the bowlers. Mr. Dobb, just a single of that delivery. Amreen is standing by downstairs. Let's go down and join her.
Hello everyone, I've got 2 beautiful girls beside me and they had been cheering for their favorite team, Chittagong Vikings. Since when? Okay, let me ask them. So you had been supporting Chittagong Vikings since the day won?
Yes, obviously I have been watching the 3 match of Chittagong Vikings and last day we had a great match and we will win definitely today as well. Keep us in your prayers. Thank you.
Oh wow, mine. That was really nice. And what about you, ma'am? Okay, let me ask you a different question. Who's your favorite international player?
Obviously Amir. He's the best.
Okay, is it for his looks or his performance?
His looks and performance, obviously. He's the best one.
Okay, we can see there is a call and over to Combox.
Well, there was an appeal, but the appeal came as an afterthought from Mashrafi Mortuza after the keeper appealed, I think.
I think he hit it. I heard something in my ears here. I heard it. I heard a clear nick. There's no doubt in my mind he touched that.
There was a distinct sound. Ranmore Martinez, the man who matters, did not hear it. He's smiling, but tell you what, that was pretty close. Batsman considers himself very lucky, but is he lucky? Even luckier this time, slicing it over the head and getting 4 fortuitous runs. Okay, Amreen, we're back with you.
And people are cheering for their favorite team, that is Chittagong Vikings. So what do you think? Are they going to make it to the victory today as well? Like yesterday's match was a wonderful one. So they're going to repeat the history itself?
Yeah, they will repeat the match today also. They will win. They will definitely win today.
So we are gonna go to Chittagong next week. So what do you think? The crowd would be the same as it is in Dhaka?
Yes, it will be more crowd. Definitely.
Because they have the emotion of Chittagong, so they will definitely come and they will cheer up as much they can. So we will surely win the whole team and we will go for grand finale as well.
So we can see that so many cheers. I cannot talk here, so over to Combox.
Wow, what an important 6 that was. Seemed to be just drifting in the air for a while. Have a look at this. Got underneath that one, tried to slow it down once again, Mashrafi Mortuza, and it traveled quite a distance, just eluding that jump from the feeder there. 6 very precious runs, because they were getting bogged down. It's going to be Mashrafi to come in to bowl his last ball of his 3rd over. Yasir Ali on strike. Come back on him. Yes is the call. Played away soft hands. And a single to finish off the 13th over. And they
Let's go twist.
Bombay Sweets and Mr. Twist, tomato ও পাপরিকা ফ্লেভারে দারুণ টেস্টি পোটাটো স্ন্যাক্স।
ভাগ্যিস মিস্টার টুইস্ট ছিল।
মিস্টার টুইস্ট, দারুণ টুইস্টার।
কোয়ালিটি মানে বোম্বে সুইটস।
নিজেদের পোশাক নাই।
চল দেখা প্রিয় ভাইরা, নিজের দেশের নিজের পোশাক পরে এগিয়ে চলুন জোরসে। আমার হচ্ছে লুঙ্গি, রপ্তানিতে শীর্ষে বিশ্বমানের লুঙ্গি।
স্যান্ডেলিনা স্যান্ডেল সোপ, রূপচর্চায় আভিজাত্য।
মচমচে মশলাদার কুরকুরে যা মাতিয়ে তোলে ফ্যামিলি টি টাইম।
মশলায় মাতামাতি, ফুর্তি ফাটাফাটি।
স্মাইল হোক কারো বিউটিফুল, স্টাইল হোক কারো বিউটিফুল, লিপস থাকুক অলওয়েজ চিয়ারফুল, ফ্রুটি চ্যাপস্টিক।
পছন্দের রঙে দেয়াল টাঙানোর খরচ জানুন আঙুলের